Well, Danny, not the result we would have wanted this evening. Just your initial take on tonight's events.
Initial thoughts, I thought it was a very even game, equal amounts of possession, I think, equal amounts of chances, but Bristol City converted their chances today and we lost the game, so yeah, a bit disappointed and frustrated.
Is it maybe a case when you talk of the frustration because your side team came so close to getting back into it, Pat Jones hitting the post and then to be hit by that sucker punch at the other end, is that really where the frustrations boil down to?
Yeah, I think so. We're creating chances, but we're also conceding chances and conceding goals, and to have that big opportunity and then concede directly after it is a big blow. In
terms of effort, endeavour, that was really on display, especially in that second half. That must be one positive you're taking from tonight.
Yeah, I think that's been the consistent quality throughout the team in all the games. They're giving everything on the pitch. There's no lack of effort, no lack of application, and that's a non-negotiable. That's what players should be giving. But we need to make sure we start turning all that effort and decent performances into wins.
From a coaching point of view, when that second goal goes in, what goes through your head? All that endeavour, not to be undone, but it's an extra mountain to climb almost.
Yeah, it becomes a big challenge, and we're obviously thinking to throw caution to the wind and become even more attacking. How can we get our attacking players off the bench onto the pitch to make impacts, because you've got to go for the game at that point.
3 changes this evening, experience changes coming back into the side. Just what were your thinkings behind that, Danny?
Yeah, I think we know the Championship's a very demanding league, and I think games are coming thick and fast, so we know we'll have to utilise our squad to its maximum this season, and yeah, we'll continue to do so.
It's another away day, another defeat. Do Huddersfield Town need to find a different way to play on the road?
My initial thoughts and reflections are the performance was good. I think it's always down to key moments, key incidents, and I think that's what the difference today. And Bristol City were more clinical with their chances.
Is it almost a case of the performances that you've seen that gives you faith that the results will turn around?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm always thinking about how good the performances are, and eventually the tide will turn when we start winning games.
On the positives, what else can you take from this evening? We talked about the heart and endeavour, which you say is a non-negotiable, but so what other positives can you take heading back home?
I think there were some really good chances created. I think there was some really good football played in terms of building from the back and looking to sort of break their lines. We felt Bristol in the first half especially holding a high line, so movements in behind we tried to focus on. So I thought there was some good football played as well as us creating chances.
On the goals as well, are you tinged with disappointment? Do you think your team could have done better to stop those chances coming in?
I think the disappointment with both goals is we was in possession of the ball, and then the turnover, it was one direct ball in behind our last line or into our defensive line, and that caused us problems, and ultimately we conceded from that. So the source of it with the direct ball is a bit frustrating.
What do you learn from nights like this, Danny, as a coach?
I think we've always got to try and take the positives out of it. It's very difficult when you suffer a defeat and the form we're in at the moment, but we need to pull the positives from it. We need to stay positive. We need to find the solutions on how we can improve going forward to win football games.
And in terms for you as the head coach, do you have any issues with the changes that took place over the summer? Do you have any thoughts that there may be a hangover from those changes at all?
No, I think those comments and quotes will always be bandied around, certainly not by me, by other people. It's a fresh season, it's a new season, we need to focus on that.
And a chance back at home on Sunday to really put things right and put a bit of a statement out there.
Yeah, I think so. We've got 4 massive games now coming up to the international break, so we know how pivotal those 4 games are going to be for us. It begins with Blackpool at home now, so our focus and preparation will go into that game.
You've talked about blocks of games, haven't you, before? Is it really just finishing as strongly as you can before that international break?
Yeah, I think so. We always focus on the next game, definitely, but we do sort of plan ahead and have our eye sort of a little further forward. But yeah, we've got to really finish strongly now.
Transfer window closes tomorrow. Any possibility of new faces coming through the door?
Potentially, there might be a few signings, but nothing certain.
Can you give us an idea at all of the positions you may be looking at, or?
No, not as yet.
Outgoings as well, is that a similar situation, Danny, heading into tomorrow?
Yeah, potentially. There might be some movement. We've got a lot of players at the club at the minute. They all want to play minutes. If they're not going to be involved in the squad going forward, then potentially there'll be some outgoings.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers, Louis.
Add it up.